Cowboy Camp by Tammy Sauer and illustrated by Mike Reed. This was one of my boys' favorite books as kids. I hope you enjoy it too. Avery kicked the toe of his boot in the dirt. He looked at everyone else at Cowboy Camp and knew he was all wrong. His belt buckle was too big. His hat was too small. His boots were too red. Even his name was wrong. The other boys had tough names like Hank or Jimmy Jean. Who ever heard of a cowboy named Avery, he thought. Howdy, y'all. I'm Cowboy Dan, and I'm about to turn you little ragamuffins into cowboys. Real cowboys, said the realest-looking cowboy Avery had ever seen. By the time I finish with you, you'll be acting, walking, and talking like honest-to-goodness cowboys. First things first, though, buckaroos, it's chow time. There's enough grits and beans here to give you all a bellyache. Everyone dug in. It wasn't but a minute later that Avery discovered he couldn't stomach a single bite of cowboy food. He had to eat cheese and crackers instead. Who ever heard of a cowboy who didn't like grits and beans, he thought. Now that you've got your fill, it's horse riding time, Cowboy Dan announced. Let's hit the stables. Everyone saddled up, but it wasn't but a minute later that Avery discovered he was allergic to horses. Choo! Sneezed Avery as he climbed onto his horse. Choo! He had to ride a cow instead. Whoever heard of a cowboy who was allergic to horses, he thought. All right, fellas, it's time to round up some cattle. Let me teach y'all how to lasso, Cowboy Dan said. Everybody started twisting and twirling their lassos. It wasn't but a minute later that Avery discovered he had a bad case of rope burn. He had to practice with yarn instead. Who ever heard of a cowboy who got rope burn, he thought. That night, after all the other cowboy campers turned in for some shut-eye, Avery sat outside his tent and tried to think cowboy thoughts. It wasn't but a minute later that Avery discovered he wasn't alone. Out of the shadows stepped the meanest-looking cowboy Avery had ever seen. Kid! Psst! Kid! A gruff voice said. Who? Me? Asked Avery. Yeah, you. I'm Black Bart, and I'm here to put a stop to Cowboy Camp. Cowboy Dan and his gang of good cowboys are making it too hard for a bad guy like me. You better tell me, kid, where can I find Cowboy Dan? Avery had to think fast. He couldn't let anything happen to Cowboy Dan and his cowboy camp. Sir, this isn't cowboy camp. It's space camp. Black Bart squinted his eyes. Are you trying to fool me? Sir, asked Avery, do I look like cowboy material? Black Bart took a step back and sized Avery up. I don't know, but I aim to find out. Here, eat this. Black Bart pulled a can of beans out of his saddlebag. All cowboys eat beans. Avery gulped. He took the beans and gave them a taste. Right away, he coughed and wheezed. Maybe you ain't a cowboy. You don't seem to like cowboy food, said Black Bart. Let me see you ride my horse. All cowboys ride horses. Avery swallowed hard. As he swung his leg over the saddle, he began to sneeze and sneeze. Maybe you ain't a cowboy. You don't seem to ride horses, said Black Bart. Let me see you twirl my rope. All cowboys know how to lasso. Avery took a deep breath. As he grabbed the rope, he yelped, Ouch! This hurts! Little feller, you're no cowboy. All cowboys eat beans, ride horses, and twirl lassos. This place can't possibly be cowboy camp, Black Bart said. Rustling rattlesnakes. I must have made me a wrong turn somewhere. I gotta go. It'll be daybreak soon and time's a-wastin'. It wasn't but a minute later that Cowboy Dan and the other cowboy campers came out of their tents. Avery, you're the bravest darn cowboy I ever laid my eyes on, said Cowboy Dan. No one but a real cowboy could outsmart the likes of Black Bart the way you just did. Avery grinned. His smile was as bright as his too big belt buckle. He felt brave. He felt amazing. He felt like a real, honest to goodness cowboy.